What's up guys, this is Rise and welcome to a special video. This is going to be part one of a 4-part little mini series in which I go over the recap of Team USA's finals run in the Gymbreaks World Cup. I did a recap last time when I, as well as 7 of my teammates on Team USA, represented our country and won the World Cup last month for the Gymbreaks World Cup. It's a SILF type of format. SILF event's gonna be the Nightfall Cup. In part one, we're gonna go over my battles and my teammate, our team captain, R6 Racing's battles in this part one. And you guys are gonna find out USA versus UK, who is gonna come out on top and win the World Cup of the Gymbreaks event. So without further ado, let's get into the shoutcast. All right, guys, here we go into the first game. This match is against Status Stan. I'll give you a brief explanation if you're not familiar with the Gymbreaks World Cup. Like I kind of said, so 8 players per country. It's like a group stage and then an elimination bracket like the World Cup of soccer or football would be. And basically each player on each team has 2 opponents every round. You play them each 3 times. So there's 8 players a team, maximum of 48 points possible. And first team to 25 wins. Simple as that. This is the final. All the marbles against the UK and R6 Racing and I. These are our group pairings. So our opponent makes an incredible play there. Not only did they call that I was going for Rock Slide and not Earthquake against the Venusaur, but they knew I wanted to get off that Rock Slide right away before the Venusaur got to a move, and they caught it on their Swampert. They put us in a really tough spot already. I have to shield the Earthquake against the Swampert. I probably should have not thrown my Ice Punch right away, but I wanted to pressure it and maybe get a shield. The opponent was really smart. So now I'm down 2 shields, and I'm going to throw this Ice Punch. Probably a misplay, because I could have farmed it down with something else. But honestly, he would have just swapped out and probably not let me farm down. So at this point, this is game over. 2 shields for the Stunfisk, and we really have no answer for it. I know my only play is to try and catch, and even if I caught, the fact that this Stunfisk has 2 shields makes me think that this game is pretty much over. I'd have to I don't know, man. Yeah, I'd have to catch, force him to EQ, and even then, I'm not sure we win it. So nicely played by our opponent, a few misplays from us, and this is why you can't let your guard down, because you have a best of 3 and every game matters. We've had games like when I had to play Norway in the tiebreaker because it was 24-24 and I was able to win the tiebreaker for Team USA. That was last month. Well, that's why every single game matters. So you can't dwell on the loss. You go right into your next one. And you see I'm running Noctowl this game because he brought both Swampert and Venusaur last time. So I'm like, okay, Noctowl has 2 good matchups. I'm going to bring it and see how it works for me. This mirror match, but his is a shadow. I'm trying to sneak in the extra mud shot. I'm conscientiously worried that he's going to try and sack swap. So I'm just kind of throwing it at an odd time. I threw 1 before the double and I land it. I should have been aware that he was going to catch, and he catches again. He catches again. He caught the first game and I should have seen it coming, but I'm going to switch into Noctowl here and I'm going to completely wing attack this thing down. I know he's going to get to at least 1 Sludge Bomb, I'm hoping, because I snuck in that extra wing attack. He won't get to 2, and I do farm down, so very nice. I'm hoping there's no Stunfisking back. He's smart and he comes in right away. So I'm locked in here and I'm thinking kind of tricky here. So I want to preserve this Noctowl. So I'm kind of throwing off his timing by over farming a lot as much as I can. I get to this next Sky Attack. I'm only a few away from the 3rd Sky Attack. A little bit of lag. And I get to this 3rd Sky Attack. I think it was mutual lag. We were both lagging. And then I switch and I'm actually able to catch a Rock Slide. What's going to be a Rock Slide here. And this is huge. My Noctowl is still alive. This Swampert is going to take me out. And and what is Rock Slide? Like 45 energy. So the Stunfisk has maximum like 55 energy. 1 counter takes it out. And it is low from all those Sky Attacks that it took. so I can actually counter it down, and I still had a shield even if he got to an Earthquake, and an Earthquake would not have even KO'd. So we go 1-1 through our first two, and we're heading into our third matchup. Status Stan, a British member. Status Stan, if you're watching, let me know where in the UK you're from. Little shout out. Not a very good lead for us against the Shadow Lapras. So we're going straight for the Shadow Ball. I think he's most likely going to shield this, but it's too risky to me to bait with an Avalanche considering it's double resisted. He is going to throw a Surf, which is going to hurt us quite a bit. So I'm in kind of a tricky spot. I'm honestly not sure what to do at this situation. I know I can't really switch because Medicham's my only answer with this I can't talk, little stutter. With this Lapras, I come in with Medi, he switches, which I kind of expected. And here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, okay, he most likely has either Venusaur or Stunfisk in the back. Medicham is going to have to sweep. I'm already recognizing it right here. I'm going straight for the Sky Attack, no messing around. And I actually get a shield. And I was so surprised that I got that shield, because maybe he figures Swampert is his best chance against the Medicham. And I'm just letting Noctowl go. I'm going to try and commit to an aggressive counter down here. I sneak one through, which is huge. I'm going to have to shield something, right? Going to have to shield something. Oh my goodness. I barely counter it down before it gets to another Hydro. In comes the Lapras, and I'm like, oh man, I think there's a Venusaur in back. I throw the Psychic. He's afraid he's going to get countered down. He switches. I get off another Psychic. Let's see how much this does. Remember, Venusaur is part Poison type. Super effective. Boom, it one-shots the Shadow Venusaur, and we counter down Shadow Lapras to take a 2-1 match. Next matchup against Last Damnation. Last Damnation is our next opponent, and we get a kind of positive lead. It's not the best lead because obviously these Surfs chunk, but we do outpace the Lapras, and both of us can only survive one of each other's moves. Both of us can tank the first. He's going to throw this Surf, and I am going to let it go. I'm trying to go for the shield advantage because I know Medicham really thrives in a shield advantage. He switches into Gallade, and I think this move really costs him in game one. So I am expecting the close combat. I'm actually going to shield it, and then I'm going to aggressively wing attack this down. And this is why counting moves is so important, is that I know this can only be a Leaf Blade because it's only 3 confusions after the first 4, so I know it's a Leaf Blade. I've got a ton of energy stacked up. I've got 2 Sky Attacks already loaded in case the Lapras comes in. The Lapras does come in. I've got 2 Sky Attacks. He's probably going to have to shield one of these. There's the first. Probably should have gone for the Psychic here, but I go for the Sky Attack for some reason. I guess I figured he was going to shield most likely. And then I immediately make a combo play because I knew I had a Rock Slide loaded. And then I get off this Rock Slide during his Ice Shard animation. And now we're pretty good. I'm going to commit to the Earthquake here because what I don't want to happen is like a Rock Slide and then have him completely farm me down or something like that. So I just commit to the Earthquake. And then I'm probably going to come in with Noctowl to get the wing attack through. I'm actually going to commit my shield here because little just like mind games. I didn't want to reveal what third Pokemon I had in back. So we win game 1, right? Smooth sailing from there. Well, you're going to see. You're going to see. So technically we're 3 points up to 1 right now. But Last Damnation, as you'll see, is a heck of a battler and makes a heck of some plays. And yeah, you'll see. So he messaged me after this one that he was trying to scare away the Swampert because his team is a little weak to Swampert. Venusaur and Lapras are like his only solid answers, but like, I mean, Medicham and Gallade are pretty decent as well. He catches the Rock Slide on his Gliscor, and I'm like, oh crap, I do not have a solid answer for Gliscor. I brought in Ninetales because it has a great matchup against the Medicham, the Gallade, and it beats the Lapras. And when shields are down in the back, if you have a shield advantage, you can Psyshock or Ice Beam that Venusaur. And I thought Ninetales might have some play, but he lures it out and gets a shield advantage right away. And this puts me in a tough position where I know this Lapras is going to be very tough to deal with. These charms are really chunking. I do sneak a charm through, but this Surf is going to put me in farm down range before I get to another move. I get one charm off, and then this is really awkward. I come in Medicham, and that ends up being a very costly mistake. Very costly mistake by coming in here with my Medicham. He gets off another Surf, and I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was calling that his Venusaur was in back, and it ends up being a Medicham. And this is an XL 1495 Medicham. He shields the Psychic, very smart. And this Medicham is just gonna tear right through my G-Fisk. If I had come in with G-Fisk, eaten a Surf, maybe I would have had a chance. But as you'll see, it's going to just Ice Punch and counter me to death. This Earthquake will do a lot of damage, but it's not going to be enough to KO. Medicham is already very tanky, then plus this new XL feature is very tanky. Maybe if I got to that Rock Slide, I would have still won. So it was actually kind of close, but he's able to take it. No problemo. Last Damnation. I'm up 3-2 for my 6 battles. We go into number 6, and I get the worst possible lead. Noctowl into Stunfisk. He had brought Gliscor and Medicham. I was hoping that I would be able to catch one of those two in the lead, but I was not able to. At least I have this Ice Punch coverage for Gliscor, but he smartly lets it go. That's the best way to play this. He is going for just straight Night Slash. No point in baiting, I guess. And he gets a boost, which is quite bad for me. I was thinking Shields Down might be better for me because I have a Swampert in the back, and Swampert gets to its moves quite quickly. So I was thinking if I can get a shield off him, that might help me. But I don't think it did, because here's what ends up happening is Noctowl comes in to eat this move right here. I'm going to commit to farming this down. The Night Slash doesn't hurt that bad, even though it's been boosted. It's non-stab, it's a weak move. I tried to catch a Rock Slide, thought he might go for it right away, but this guy's a very smart battler. He saw it coming all the way. I have to shield this Earthquake. Shields are down for me. His Medicham comes in, and this is pretty much game for us, because even though I think Swampert technically beats Medicham, I'm down in shields. He still has one, and even if we somehow like took it out, our Swampert would be quite low, and our Noctowl cannot handle the G-Fiskin back. So, unfortunately, as you see, the Psychic takes out our Swampert. This game is over, but like I'm still playing it out, you know, just in case something crazy happens. And yeah, going for the Psychic, like debuff it, survive, I don't know. Just not giving up, even though I know in my head that this game is over. So unfortunately, I am not able to deliver as much as I would have liked. I go 3-3 in my 6 matches. So we're all tied up, and we're going straight into R6 Racing's matches. He is running a Psycho Cut Shiny Medicham. Oh my goodness. I had no idea he was running Psycho Cut. That is pretty crazy. That is pretty spicy as well, R6 Racing. I had no idea. Psychic going through. Tried to catch on his own Gallade, and he has a Shadow Gallade. Oh, this is craziness. This is already so entertaining. Can he Confusion down? He can. Those chunk so much. Oh my goodness. Has a lot of energy loaded. This energy is going to be really dangerous for whatever comes in. It's the Medicham. Going for the Leaf Blade. Might get to one more Leaf Blade. These counters really chunk. It's going to be close. Oh, he gets to another Leaf Blade. That is absolutely huge. The Medicham probably... Okay, Medicham lets it go. And this is game? Or is this the one that he screws up? He warned me that he makes an epic mistake. He makes an epic mistake. Okay, Dynamic Punch. Coming through. Gets shielded. Gets the Psychic here. This Hydro Cannon will definitely KO from a Shadow Swampert. In comes Venu. Got to get to that Frenzy Plant. Oh man, is this going to be an EQ? It is an EQ, and it one-shots the Venusaur. Oh man, he could have, I think, come in with Venusaur and forced the Swampert to dump its energy, and then finished it off with Medicham, maybe. But that was kind of a difficult situation, so I don't blame him for that. He made that sound worse than it really was. I don't think that was a very straightforward type of situation. He said he didn't realize that an Earthquake would one-shot his Venusaur. Okay. These confusions do so much. It's crazy. Puts in his Medicham. And the fact that this is a Psycho Cut Medicham, I think makes this an even better safe swap. Because it's almost guaranteed to get shields. Okay. Good job counting by the opponent. Puts him in kind of a weird spot. But shields are already down, and this Psychic will most likely one-shot the Gallade, considering how glassy Gallade is. Oh, it survives with like 1 HP. That's not the end of the world, though. That gives you some farm rather than having your Medicham being farmed. So I don't think that's the end of the world. You probably go with Venusaur, right? To not take that confusion. Yeah, because the Vine Whip registers before the confusion. In comes a Medicham. Oh, man. Okay, they catch with the Gallade. Oh my god, what's going to happen? Well, the Medicham is going to really not like these confusions. Oh yeah, this is game, because those confusions put this Medicham into frenzy range. I think the Medicham's play was actually to throw right away, then you survive this, and then you get to the Psychic, which would probably take out the Venusaur. But now that Frenzy Plant did so much, it takes it out. Going into game 3, appreciate R6 Racing, you cutting and trimming these battles so much. That helps me out with the editing. Shadow, Gallade, Leaf Blade coming through. These hit so hard. Draws a shield. It's really tough to play against a Shadow Gallade. It's actually able to take the Ice Punch. He must know this matchup and know that he can get to another, but the opponent plays that really nicely, swaps mid-confusion, and takes out his Gallade. The opponent is switch-locked, though. So this Venusaur is actually going to avoid the opponent's Shadow Gallade. He might commit both shields here if need be. Going for the Dynamic Punch because he's expecting the shield and it's less energy than the Psychic. He doesn't get the shield. Oh, but he catches the move. This is a brilliant play because, yeah, the Leaf Blade barely does anything. He has to take one confusion, not ideal. In comes the Medicham. Going for the Frenzy Plant, this would definitely KO from this range. Man, oh man, this is a complex situation. How is he gonna play this out? He's gonna let Venusaur go. Has stored energy on his own Medicham. Gonna overfarm. Oh my god. How much will this Dynamic Punch do? Can he farm it down after? Oh no, I don't think you can farm it down. You go straight for it. Oh gosh, Psycho Cut. Psycho Cut is gonna try and get to the move. Has to get to this. Oh my god. The opponent throws the Ice Punch. I can't believe the opponent didn't get to 2 Ice Punches before then. It must have just been like right at 2, and that's why he threw. And this, oh, what a game from R6 Racing. So as you see, R6 Racing was able to go 2-1 there, and now he's going against Last Damnation. So he went 2-1 against Status Stan, the same guy I went 2-1 against, and now he's going against Last Damnation, who I went 1-2 against. In a tough spot here against the Gallade. Going for a Frenzy Plant. Gets the shield, which makes sense. So this Gallade goes down 2 shields, but it has so much energy and it knows it's going to get these shields back. Comes in with Medicham. Okay, Medicham can take at least 1 Leaf Blade. Another Leaf Blade coming through. It's like, when do you start shielding? Okay, he shields once. Does it get to a 3rd Leaf Blade? Okay, in comes the opposing Medicham. So the opponent still hasn't revealed the 3rd Pokemon, right? Psychic coming through. Oh man. Oh man, I think he maybe should have swapped a little earlier because that's like pretty close to Hydro Cannon range. Psychic comes through. This is bad. This is bad. Last Damnation is so good. This guy. Oh, this is bad. Has to shield in order to survive. It's just an Ice Punch. That's always a shame when you have to shield, even though you know it's an Ice Punch. Psychic coming through. He knows he has to like be tricky and like over farm somehow. The opponent wasn't expecting it, it looks like. But there's still 2 Pokemon alive. And the Glade already had a Leaf Blade, so tough loss. Very well played by Last Damnation in order to take that one. It's game 2, R6 Racing against Last Damnation. Pretty solid lead. These Leaf Blades obviously have to get shields. Have to be shielded by Lapras. Gonna go for the CMP. Doesn't want the Lapras to get off a Surf and switch out before he can get a move off. The Lapras not throwing immediately. He snuck in a Confusion. I don't think the Lapras is quite at 2 yet. I think it's 1 away still. Oh, I don't know if he overtapped or if he did that on purpose. Oh my god. Okay, that Confusion went through, so we might see him aggressively swap here. Oh no, he didn't. I'm not sure why he didn't aggressively swap because... oh man. Because his Gallade, I think, had a Leaf Blade and would have still been alive. Leaf Blade doesn't quite KO. It's like, I don't think you bother undercharging this. Because, yeah, it's too risky with the Confusion damage. What is going to be in back? It's the Gliscor. Oh, man. Oh, what a play. What a play. Okay. What a play. Counting. Okay. He's 1 away. He's 1 away. But he knows he can't completely farm down this Lapras. Or maybe he could have, because the Lapras had just thrown energy, right? Oh my god. Well, a Night Slash won't KO from here. So it has to farm down. How is this? Will this KO? It might. Gliscor's not that tanky. It almost KOs and they simul KO. Catching that Night Slash on the Medicham won R6 Racing that game. So really impressive sack swap there. This is PvP at its highest level. Last Damnation had only done 3 Sylph tournaments this season. I looked up his player card on Sylph, so he's not super highly ranked, but that like often is very misleading. Because like, for example, I'm ranked number 28th in the world right now, and I've played against people like Jerson Sanks was one, and he wasn't like nearly as highly ranked as me, and he was like one of the best battlers I felt like I've ever gone against. I feel like he was in my head reading every move, and I forget what he was ranked. It might have been like, I don't know, 2,000, and yet I felt like he could have been top 100 if he had just like played more tournaments. Okay, anyway, R6 Racing catches a move here. Surf coming through. Surf's up, dude. Gnarly. Oh my god, is he gonna go for the Psycho Cut down? The Psycho Cut farm down. Oh boy. Oh boy, gets it. Okay, has almost 2 dynamic punches. In comes G-Fisk. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, okay, nice catch on the Gallade. Nice catch on the Gallade. I feel like he's in a good position. Oh yeah, this is where he makes the mistake. He comes in with Swampert. He comes in with Swampert. He should have come in with Frostlass to eat the move. Should have come in with Frostlass. And yeah, I think if he comes in with Frostlass, he eats the Leaf Blade. Even if he gets taken out, he had that energy with Swampert, which would have been really nice for the Stunfisk in back. Going for the undercharge, wants to get to like a Shadow Ball. Yeah, tough break, tough break. R6 Racing. And if you guys watched my last video that I did about this same Gymbreaks Cup for last month, you saw R6 Racing make these insane high-level plays that I wouldn't have even thought of to win some games. So it shows you even some of the best trainers in the world sometimes make some pretty tough mistakes. But let's close this out. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Comment down below who you think is going to win. I still don't know based off that first one, and it hasn't ended yet. So who do you think is going to win? Make sure to tune in for part number 2, and we keep this series going. How about a like for the Sylph content for all you Sylph battlers out there? Plus, this content takes me a little extra long to make with all the graphics and because there's more battles. So I'd appreciate the extra support on it because Sylph videos generally don't do quite as well as GBL, even though I think it's much better content. All right, that said, thank y'all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.